Good evening, I'm Greg Kerr.
And I'm Jasmine Stiles. Thanks for watching KBTV. Cities across the country are honoring their veterans, and a congressman is honoring one from Tyler County nearly 50 years after he served.
Fox's Kara Dixon was in Woodville for the presentation of a lifetime, and she's with us here in the studio. Kara, why was this veteran chosen among many?
Jasmine, Greg, Congressman Brian Babin says he spent 10 years of service in the reserves and medical corps for the Air Force. He also has a son who was a Navy SEAL alongside sniper Chris Kyle. Today, he wanted to honor a Tyler County man for his service as a reminder to thank veterans for their sacrifices, even if that thank you comes decades later. The national anthem, the medals, the flags at Heritage Village in Woodville are reminders of the men and women who fought for our country.
Every job I had wouldn't let you off for Veterans Day.
Craig Dan Metcalf is one of dozens of people who attended the ceremony.
This is the first Veterans Day I've ever attended.
But he's the only one honored for his service in battle.
I was very, very proud and privileged and honored to be able to pin that on him today.
Congressman Brian Babin awarded Metcalf a Purple Heart for his combat duty in Vietnam.
The congressman was, what can I say, good enough to give it to me.
Giving him this medal for an experience seared into his memory 46 years later. Metcalf was 20 years old when he enlisted in the Army. He went to Vietnam in November of 1968.
I stayed right across from where the hospital was. And every day I would see choppers coming in carrying dead and wounded. And I thought, my God, I don't want to go out there. But then I thought, you got to. You can't live with yourself if you don't go out there after what these guys just did.
He was in the 101st Airborne Division of the Army when his artillery group was hit by enemy fire.
A rocket-propelled grenade hit right behind me, and it blew me up and forward onto my face.
Despite his injuries, Metcalf was able to call in an airstrike. He still has shrapnel in his body, what he calls a souvenir of the war. And this, the Purple Heart, a reminder of his sacrifice for our country.
We see in the Bible that a man can't do any more than lay down his life for his friends. And many of these veterans have done that. And so we need to remember them.
Remembering all veterans on a day Metcalf will never forget.
This will be the most memorable.
Babin says we should thank veterans every day of the year and that he's working to help get veterans the benefits this country deserves. In the studio, Kara Dixon, 6 News on Fox.